The streets of Belmopan were packed this morning as thousands of demonstrators marched to send a strong message to the Briceno administration. Public officers are fed up and ready to be heard. Leading the charge were members of the Belize National Teachers Union, joined by the Public Service Union and the Association of Public Service Senior Managers. At the front of the crowd was BNTU President Nidia Callis, who didn't hold back. In a fiery interview on the ground, Callis called out Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Education, Diane Mahia, and school managers, accusing them of turning a blind eye to teachers' struggles. At the heart of the protest is a demand for an 8.5% salary increase, just one of 5 key issues the union is pushing. With chants, signs, and a sea of green shirts, today's demonstration made one thing clear: the fight for fair compensation is far from over.
If this was up to Ministry of Education, you already know what will happen, because she's talking already, right? You know what will happen if it's up to her and the Ministry of Education. But what I need her to do is to take out of whatever millions there, and let's start fix the issues in education, the real issues, and let's start get after managements that are abusing these teachers. Let's start get after some of those managements that are not fixing these classrooms. Let's confront the elephant in the room, because what you all do now, because this is why I'm fired up, you know, some of these managements are not doing their job as managements, and they side with some of these managements and condone the bullshit. And that's why you see them now running to managements, because I cover your dirt, you cover my dirt. That's the bullshit going on. But the BNT is telling you we will not be silent. We will talk about it, because you will solve it.
A warning couldn't stop the wave of green that was swept through Belmopan today. Ahead of the demonstration, teachers from Catholic public schools were reminded that skipping class to protest could cost them a day's pay. But that didn't stop them. According to Callis, over 3,500 demonstrators showed up anyway, loud, united, and undeterred. Their message to the Briceno administration rang out clearly: respect, fairness, and better pay are non-negotiable.
I want government to ensure that they respect the unions, and certainly we want our reward as well. Yeah. And if they don't, then they'll beat our resilience.
We deserve it, CEO. We deserve it. Not only you, we do more. All right, so we deserve it also.
That's your message to them.
PM, please listen. Don't be arrogant. We deserve our salary adjustment. Please listen to us. Listen to us. Everybody's here.
As the government officials gathered for the ceremonial opening of Parliament at the Sir Edney Kane building, a different kind of gathering was unfolding just outside. Thousands of demonstrators, led by the Belize National Teachers Union, marched around the entire Belmopan Ring Road, making sure their presence was felt, even if they couldn't get close. Security barriers kept the crowd at a distance, blocking them from reaching the very leaders their chants and signs were aimed at.
They're not worried about that. And like I said before, the BNTU, just hearing the BNTU speaks volume. Just seeing the BNTU on the street speaks volume. We don't have to be before them for them to notice us. They know what we're capable of.
Just as the demonstration was looping back to its starting point, a buzz rippled through the crowd. The government's ceremonial event was wrapping up, and officials were making their exit. Without missing a beat, a group of determined teachers picked up the pace. Leading the charge, they found a back entrance to the Sir Edney Kane building's compound, just in time to cross paths with Deputy Prime Minister Colonel Hyde. Hyde, who is part of the government's negotiating team set to meet with the union leaders on May 13th, was met face-to-face by the very educators demanding change. It was an unplanned but powerful moment, one that underscored just how serious these demonstrators are about being seen and heard.
You're the best there for the candidate and everything. And I expect you to stand out. I want every video you do. I want you to speak with love for the country. Please listen to our cries.
Yeah, we will meet on Tuesday, and so that negotiation will take place in earnest. We usually have very serious discussions, but in a cordial, respectful, and insightful way, and I expect the same to take place when we get together on Tuesday.
But President of the Public Service Union, Dean Flowers, is not so optimistic about that March 13th meeting. According to the union representative, without a clear agenda on the table, any upcoming discussions with the government could unravel in minutes. You can't negotiate in the dark, he warned, stressing the need for structure and transparency ahead of the May 13th meeting.
To be honest, with you, Paul, the only thing that can be expected is that the meeting lasts 10 minutes. Because I don't know what it is that we're going there to talk about. Similar to the Prime Minister, when the only meeting that he would have convened with the union, they show up without an agenda. They told us they want to have a conversation on March 12th. Without an agenda, how can we prepare? How can I know what to expect?
Today's demonstration also saw the presence of NTUCB Senator Glenfield Dennison.
These people are not crying for money. These people are crying because they want to live comfortably doing the job that they chose to do.
Spokesperson for the Maya Leaders Alliance, Christina Koch.
The teachers are calling for a dignified life, a right to a dignified life. That's not different from what the alcaldes have always been calling for.
And Christian Workers Union President Leonardo Flowers.
The government cannot just be doing what it wants to do. The last aggression they did was increase salaries to the CEOs.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.